Hello, everybody. So today we are going to do a full face of makeup. It's my makeup bag. I just came back from a trip a few days ago. Haven't even unpacked it. What's on the chopping block today is a foundation that Jeffree Star made a video about. He actually went straight to Dollar Tree and found it. I've gone to like $5 or $6 trees, and I've bought whatever I have found. Because if it's Jeffree Star approved, it's probably Neapolitan Gal approved as well. It's called Prolux Cosmetics Matte Foundation. I've bought all the shades they had at the different stores that would match my complexion as best as it could. So I actually have picked up vanilla, shell, and let's see what else I have in here. Vanilla, shell, and ivory are the colors I've picked up. Now, I'm not quite light and not quite medium skin tone, kind of in between. Hazards of being partially Native American. My skin tone tends to, also bought honey. My skin tone tends to change a little bit, especially living in Southwest Florida where it doesn't take much sun when you're this fair, but also have native blood to get a tan. And my skin always kind of fluctuates in between. So we're going to try those out. Now, what I'm not really going to do it with is, this is my e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer in the pump. This foundation did not like the pump. So I know that's not going to work. If you do find this, just remember, if that is your primer, it is not going to work. So we're going to grab a different primer and try that out and see how that works. Okay, so we are going to use my Marc Jacobs primer instead. This is Undercover, and I haven't used it in a while, so I just want to make sure it's still good. Okay, it doesn't smell funky. So let's put this on. So just a tad on my finger, and then we're going to mix it up. Now, while my primer is setting, while the primer is setting, we're going to jump right in with mixing up my foundation. Now, and there's another vanilla. So what I do is I have these little plastic mouthwash cups, and I keep these in my bathroom, obviously. And I just put a little bit of the foundations here, and I mix them up with a Q-tip. And then that's what I put my beauty blender right into. I use beauty blenders. Well, they're blenders I buy off of Amazon, and I can link those if anybody's interested. So while this is setting, we're going to take a little bit of the honey and put a couple pumps, shake that up. A couple pumps on here. I've not used this yet, so it'll take a second or two to get it rolling. Now this is what do we got here? 40 mils, 1.35 mils in this. So I did 2 pumps of the honey, and then I also have light. So we're going to mix honey with ivory. Give that a shake. I think that this one I've already used, so it doesn't need to be shaken that much. And we're going to do about a pump and a half of the ivory. Next, just a Q-tip. Something that you can mix it up with, get them blended. Obviously, they are the same formula, just different colors. So this might be a little too dark for my complexion, but what we're looking for is how stuff works with different primers. So since this has already got stuff on it, since this already has foundation on it, might as well put the foundation on my face. And then I'm going to go right in. You know what? Let's blend that out. haven't decided what eyeshadow I'm using yet, so that's why I didn't do eyeshadow first. This lighting is a bit harsh, and I apologize for that. It's my vanity lights. So let's blend this out. This is almost a perfect match, mixing those two together. And that was, again, honey and ivory. So I'm not going anywhere tonight, so I don't even need makeup on, but I wanted to do this video. Actually, I'm going to wash my hair a little bit later, so it'll give me my chance then to go ahead and just get rid of the makeup, take it off. I don't wear makeup often, but I wanted to make this video for you guys. And, you know, you get someone like Jeffree Star, who is a hot shot in the cosmetics industry. So he's got perfect skin and all that stuff, and he has all the tools of the trade. So then when someone like myself decides that we're going to use some of the same stuff, I'm not going to go all the way down my neck. We may not have the quality of primers, though there's Marc Jacobs, so it is a pretty good primer. We might not have the quality of primer or whatever it is that actually makes makeups work like they're supposed to. A lot of things are go into a foundation even working. This is supposed to be pretty full coverage foundation. It is kind of covering up my freckles. So seems like it's buildable, so I'm just going to build on it a little bit. I'm actually going to do another video here in a little while about a Ross haul I did yesterday for their 49-cent deals. I missed it by one day, but I did come out with some stuff. Their 49-cent deals, they had some 99 cents and $1.49 deals, so I left with about $60 worth of products for $7 and change. Okay, so redo my forehead here real quick. Sometimes I just get lazy and I rub, and then I'll pat in. So I think we're good. So the next thing we're going to use is a little under eye concealer. For that, we're going to use the Tarte C Power Flex. And we're just going to do a few dots under my eyes. My eyes aren't that bad. I don't tend to get too dark of bags. So we're going to do a dot, dot, and a dot. Oh, that was a bigger dot than, than the rest. And then we're going to use the same blender and blend that right out. And if you want to give your eyes a lift, just kind of go off a little bit, up, and the up angle. And that'll give your eyes a bit of a lift. When you're, you know, in your late 40s like I am, every bit of lift helps. And definitely a bit of brightness helps. And when I say late 40s, I'm 46. I'll be 47 in a few months. So, yeah. All right. So, we've got primer, we've got foundation, we've got concealer. Next, we are going to go in with Wonder Beauty's Trailblazer eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to grab a brush here. Kind of a nice fluffy brush to cover my lid with. We're going to go in with the color Jen. And again, I'm not going anywhere tonight, so really this is just to match what I'm wearing and to hang around the house for a bit. So all over that lid. Now, usually I would use an eyeshadow primer. And actually, I believe it's in my bag right here. Again, I was out of town this weekend, so since I don't really wear makeup often, I haven't even packed my makeup bag. I wore makeup Saturday night, and that's all I've worn is Saturday night. So I'm going in with Ace Beauty eyeshadow magnifying base in the color Light, and I just put a little dab on one finger, and it will cover both lids nicely. All right, that brightened right up. So let's, forgive me, I've been working since 7 o'clock this morning, so I've just gotten home. I'm a little goofy. Okay, so back to what we were at, and with Jen. Now, cover the lid. Now this tends to be a fairly buildable palette, which I like. And eyeshadow palettes should be buildable because a lot of people like to put different colors on their lids. And I'll put that away. There's my little fluffy one in here. These are just some ones I bought the other afternoon at Ross. I'm gonna go in with this little guy to do the crease. I'm not gonna do a cut crease. I'm just putting some shadow on. So this one I'm gonna go in with a little bit different color, Mandy, to kind of deepen those recesses. And I'm not going in with much because this is a very pigmented. So this is a great color to just kind of set up your boundaries. It's kind of a mid color. It's not too dark. It's not too light, and it gives you some depth. Okay, and on the other side, and of course, blend as much as you can. That's pretty good. Bring that back down towards my lid. All right. I think I'm done with this palette. I think I want to go in with another Ace Beauty product. This one's Ace Beauty Mystic Romance. Let's open this up. And I think I'm going to use the color Fog. And then I'm going to go over this is Fog, and I'm going to go over it with the color Rose. So Fog, let's change brushes. So Fog is kind of a grayish lavender color. I don't know if you can really see that. That's Fog right there. And that's my base color for my lid. All right. Now it looks a bit dark, but once we get some shimmer on there, I won't look so dark. It won't look so dark. So Fog on this side. Now I want to go in with Rose. Now this color, I don't want to use shimmer. I hate glitter, but Rose is not a shimmer. So I'm going to go in with that pretty color right there with my finger and go over the top of Fog. So I'm just going to do that. Go right over the top of Fog. All right, so we've got our eyeshadow down. I'm not going to do any highlighter or stuff like that. Well, at least not on my eyes. So let's look what we've got in here. This is Aesthetica Sunrise Bronzer, and that's what the palette looks like on the inside. So I'm just going to reach in here. I'm going to grab a nice fluffy brush. This is a Paris Hilton brush, powder brush, and I'm just going to give myself a little color. Because why not? I live in Southwest Florida. I live in the Sunshine State. Why not? So myself a nice little kiss of sunshine there. Now this is Give Them La La Beauty Showstopper Highlighter. I am going to go in with the bottom of my blender. I'm just going to get a little bit, and we're going to go up here. That's really pretty. Don't know if, oh yeah, that really shows up on camera good. Okay, so now I want to grab my liquid blush Warm Rose. This stuff is highly pigmented. I want to tell you that. This is made by Ione. And we're just going to go one little dab on the cheek. Doesn't take any more than that. What to do with my blender? There it goes. And I'm just going to pick a different side of this blender this time. And go up here like this. Might add a little to my forehead. Just give me a little color. I am not going to set any of this with setting powder or anything like that, only because, again, it's coming out shortly anyway. I will use some setting spray on it, though. So I just need eyes. And we're going to go in with Chula liquid liner in black, because I'm wearing a black and white blouse. Do not have my glasses on, so I am going to do my absolute bueno best to line. And I'm not going to do too big a wing or anything like that. I'm just going to fill her in. There we go. All right. And on my lower lashes, I am not going to do a liquid liner. I got a little bit there. I'm just going to go grab my Ace Beauty palette again. I'm going to use the color Mystic, and we'll line with that instead. Knock off as much as I can. My skin really tends to soak up pigment and hold on to it for a while, especially like eyeliners and stuff like that. So even though, yes, I do wear regular eyeliners, I really like to rely more on my shadow palettes for color. Okay, and then it's funny, I got out of the house this weekend without any mascara, but this is, I want to say this is LA Colors mascara. It actually works pretty good. I actually let me flower. And I'm just going to go in with that real quick. I'm not putting any lashes on. Again, because all I want to do is walk out of here, walk into my front room and call it a night. I do have a Tarte mascara, but honestly, it just runs like crazy. You can barely blink your eyes and you're covered in mascara. We're gonna put a little bit of this Sun Kiss on my cheeks. A little dab there, a little dab there. Just to give a little more Sun Kiss look. Blend that in with another side. And then all we need now is a lipstick. This is Context Liquid Lacquer. It's very similar to the rose eyeshadow I just put on. And there's our look. Thanks for watching. Any questions? Again, this is the Prolux foundation. They have like 4 or 5 different colors if you can actually find it. Some of the Dollar Trees are out, and I don't believe we're getting any more back. Go and get it. It's $1.25 a tube. You get as much in this as you do, and actually you get more than you do. This is my Wet n Wild foundation. Let's put a little bit of color on a little bit of gloss on top. And this is Ellen Tracy Plumping Gloss. And that's it. Have a good one, guys.